I got money for that.
Ow!
Alright, I think we're good. Alright, we're good. Easy. I made 51k Mora, and now we move on with the story. Tut 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 tut.
Oh, soldiers one hit.
But yeah, that's what it is.
Soldiers one hit.
What's polite you?
He's not one hit anymore.
You're asking.
Oh, that's right, I got a
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Too high. I can't buy in at this
You gotta
price.
change your fucking tail.
I keep forgetting the Fantasia, so I see my tail.
This is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't
So
find anyone who
serious.
disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so.
Make sure it's the right tail.
Alright. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with him instead.
Alright, one shot.
Neither
I
of
blew
us
him up
wants
with the
that.
car.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
Easy.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
I've got more than enough in my bag. I have thousands.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
What bag?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can't.
I've heard a story about him.
Ew.
They say he was born into poverty. His parents
Hit
died
him
when he
once?
was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local
I'm not gonna lie,
community.
kidding. That was
One
foul,
of
my
his
brother.
neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace
I just got
offerings.
my ult.
A gentleman of talent and character, and oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you?
Maybe.
Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and
I had no
talk to
idea
him?
how to play.
Where?
You're just AFK.
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Yelan. Come on, let's follow them and listen in.
Oh no.
I know.
Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
Sorry, my spidey sense is on you.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
Sneaky
I wasn't even climbing through
Lumine.
window over there. I killed that.
You stepped off the point, you stupid sexy robot bitch.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
C9.
Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop
Be a pot.
quite well?
Tut 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 tut.
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Sneaky Lumine.
Makes me so.
Thank you very much, Miss Yelan.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite
Well,
rare for
I wanna
someone
get
of
to the
your
dog.
standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to
Don't wrap me
provide
up.
a
What's
good
up?
set for you. You
Bye,
can
Doom.
count on me.
Good boy.
Is he back? Is he back?
Don't look at me like that. Oh. Oh, Jesus.
Juri seems to get along really well with everyone.
Where you at,
Are
Doopy?
you satisfied now, Yelan?
I hear you, Doopy.
Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a
Where,
great
Doopy?
guy.
we shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
There you go,
Wait.
Doobie.
You're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianchi yourself, are you?
Maybe I am.
They'll be
Maybe
coming
I'm
around the
not.
corner when
But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys.
Jesus.
You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
No.
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
One shot.
Damn it. You slut. It's let me out. No, no.
It's a slow but respectable grind.
There's something so pitiful either being or watching a Doomfist like just try to slowly block their way away from the fight.
Don't mind me, guys. Just gonna walk away.
Got a pass?
The wharf is as busy as ever.
No.
I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Yeah, but Mercy
No.
target heals.
It's just to heal. I don't know what you're saying.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
I'm waiting for a question to come in, and I feel like I will have an answer.
Sorry
Daniel,
to
I
interrupt.
got you. Here's the
We're
question.
actually
Character
members
heals. Is
of
it in a line,
the
or is it
Liyue
just the first
Anglers
target?
Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone.
That is a good question, actually.
There's no one here on.
No.
Yeah, because in my head, like, it's a line. Right? Like,
Mercy should have more healing than a Kiriko.
I disagree, but
well, and I think we're the only person.
We've heard about this young man called Jordan, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you
Damage boost him!
happen to have heard
Damage
of him?
boost the ult!
Mercy's damage boost is like one of the strongest abilities in the game right now.
Yeah.
So it's
The
a little bit
damage
scary
boost
to
is
buff
fucking
her.
godlike.
It's scary to buff her healing.
Whoa! Yelan made up a
Oh, it's
whole
not
fake
bad.
identity
For damage?
without batting an eyelid.
Oh, I was gonna be like, your damage boost ain't fucking bad. You
Ah,
could
yes,
damage
Jury.
boost a bash and watch that
He's been
motherfucker
making
one-shot
quite a name
somebody.
for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go, they meet
Yeah, that happens.
someone who's heard of him.
That's her chilling.
I'm thinking. So
Apparently,
Kiriko's
he had a rather tough time growing up.
heal is a projectile, so
Several
if
jobs alongside his
maybe you
studies
can
to make
just
ends
snag
meet.
him, like if you jump in front of him with your weak. But I don't know.
Yeah, he
How
does.
does that saying go? What doesn't kill you
In my
makes
head, you fire them in a
stronger.
line, and they have like.
Well, if
it's
there's
like
anything
a,
to that logic, he's sure to be
kinda like a
phenomenally
Moira
successful
ult.
one day.
where it's like a line of
Well,
healing.
I don't think
runs out
so
of,
because
like, range.
AOE, yes, but it's
Yeah, we think so
Mercy's
too.
straight
Yo, Kenan.
healing
Kenan,
all the
listen.
time
Guys,
on
like,
one single
all-
But I'm afraid your
Almost.
Anglers
No,
Association
Yeah,
might
but
be
you
in
can also
for a
And you can
you
do
have
it
disappointment.
damage
faster.
boost too.
Yes,
Almost
that's
tossed you.
true. But
Uh,
Mercy should have more healing than a Kiriko.
no, Kiriko's the heal bot in current meta.
Kiriko's a god.
He's good at a lot of things, but
She has the highest
Isn't-
single target healing in the
Kiriko should have
game.
more
he fishes
damage
at the
than a
wharf and
Mercy.
sells what he catches to me on occasion.
No.
Daniel just said that.
'Cause
she
the
has
way-
single target healing too.
Yeah, Kiriko is kind of heal bot right now, which is a little sad, but even then, the way she gets her damage is in burst anyway. You want to, like, be headshotting.
Yeah, headshots.
So she doesn't actually do that much consistent damage, because her body shots are really
His
weak.
catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but
Well,
equally
Showing's
nothing to
very
write home
like
about.
I'm not gonna.
If you're
like,
looking to
change
recruit
my
some
way
new
of
members,
thinking.
though,
It's
I
fine.
do know a few top anglers I could
I mean,
put you
Mercy
in
can
touch
be
with.
better, but I'm just simply stating.
I actually do
that
think Mercy is currently better.
I mean, Daniel
That
agrees with you
sounds
that Mercy's
fantastic.
better. But
I've got a
Mercy's
couple
not
of
the
other
better
things to
healer.
attend to right now, though. So
No, not
why don't
technically,
I
I
come back
guess.
some other time and we can.
I think
chat
you
about
run
it.
both. I think they're
Well,
broken combo right now.
Well, isn't it like your idea?
Heal and
or-
damage
See you.
boost at the same time.
well, your reasoning
I mean,
for why
you
she's
know-
better is
you know
because
what
she
I
can
mean.
DPS and heal. Mercy's mainly just heal.
No, it doesn't quite work that way, because the way it works right now is Kiriko's damage is pretty
That's fast.
not important. She can be like a good threat because of her burst damage, but it doesn't is not what she needs to do. She kind of wants to just pocket heal. So Mercy can damage boost DPS.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone.
Yeah, so Kiriko is actually the main healer for like the tank and stuff because she has a higher heal per second.
No, fuck.
And like she's much less at risk to heal because she has better mobility. Kinda. Mercy also has really good mobility.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for 1 or 3 for 1,000.
What? That confused the shit out of me.
You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the
Fuck around, father figure, see what
Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Yes.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
They would know what she looks like.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct
Well, she is
a
supposed to be
simple
like secret agent basically.
We've heard about
maybe not.
Oh, she's she's probably like CIA.
But then again, you know, the outfit isn't exactly
Do you
subtle.
know anything about this?
Oh, I got it.
I got railed to the wall by Arissa.
So this
It
isn't
happens.
about me. You should have
It
said
will
something.
definitely happen. That Arisa
I know the
character,
guy.
pretty
I
strong.
can tell you what I know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was
I got the
very young,
Brazilian.
and his alcoholic father
Dude,
still
I fell
owed
asleep before
a
I fucking
huge
set my
amount
alarm
of
last
debt.
night.
No one wanted anything to do with him.
Imagine my fucking
He was still a kid
fear
when
when
he
I woke
first
up at
came to
6:50 and I was like,
His
I have
clothes
30
were ragged
minutes.
and he had a
Yep,
bandage
I've definitely
wrapped
been
around
there.
his head.
But the good thing is, I took a shower. I like washed my hair yesterday, so I just had to take like a rinse today.
That's
I,
good.
Like took a 2-minute shower and
He managed to survive.
woke my ass up and I
Thanks
walked
to
out.
his
And
team, who gave him some food. But
Like,
still
after
to
class,
this
I was
day,
like, I'm
he
so
doesn't have a
tired.
lot of mora to his name.
I'm proud of you for going, at least. I definitely would have skipped.
Nope.
I mean,
Can't
he
skip.
can afford to eat, and
Well, technically, I could skip.
you'll often see him
I
haggling
could,
with
but,
others
like,
over just a
I
few
had 2
mora,
quizzes
so
today in my
I
anatomy
wouldn't
and
be
my,
surprised to find out he's been selling a few
Jesus
fish.
Christ.
It's not like
I
he
want
catches
to
much
fucking jump
anyway,
off a
so
roof.
it's not going to affect my business. Don't
The quizzes
tell him
didn't
I said
even count. She was like, I just wanted to see if you guys read the PowerPoint or not. And I was like, you asshole.
Well, I spoke to him once briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he
heavy-ass
has pretty low
focus? Jesus
self-esteem,
Christ.
but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's all.
I see. Well,
Olsen got to
thank you
save
for
their
sharing that
fucking
with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
Noted.
Ooh,
The
Junker, come
more
back.
times
Junker,
you
come back.
say it,
Junker,
the
come
less
back.
convincing it
Oh,
becomes.
she's alive, Pog.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
Oh, achievement. Hey.
Wait.
Rapid Discord.
Hey, it's you guys.
What the? Why does this child have white hair?
What brings you to me?
Hey, stress is a bitch.
Dude, no kidding.
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great
run into a
martial
lot of, like,
artist,
God
Master
mercies tonight. Holy
Dugu,
fuck.
who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Good mercies are legit impossible to kill. That character schmooves.
People said I know everything there is to know.
Like, I don't play
Of
Overwatch,
course.
right? So I
We
don't think
also
I'm
heard that
pretty good
Master
at
Dugu is a
anything.
kind
But
and
one time,
virtuous swordsman
I was running back and
who
forth and
never
this Genshin
turns
was
away
chasing me
anyone
for
who
like
comes
2
with
minutes. I was like,
questions.
it's not gonna fucking kill me. There's people all around me. I'm just gonna keep flying.
Yep.
Right, I got one.
Great.
Oh shit, they wanted
And
to.
then he
So
died.
what
He
do
got
you wish
mad
to
and died,
know?
and then he left. And I was
Nothing
like,
happens
"Cat."
on this
Oh
street
damn, they
that
wanted
I
to stay
don't
as a
know
group. I
about.
don't know what the keybind for that was. Whoops.
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu,
Sure
Oops.
have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Jury. For example,
I feel like they've said this guy's name differently every time.
remember.
Like every person has a different way to say this guy's name.
Probably
G?
because it's nothing that
G?
important. I prefer
I don't know.
stories
I'm not-
about sword fighting
I'm not Chinese.
heroes.
GG.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone
I feel like it's not
started to
pronounced
like him.
Jiri. I don't know why.
I
Sometimes
don't
he
know.
gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
God.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Juri stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, shit.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share
You know,
some
someone made a
stories
Five Nights at
too.
Freddy's VHS series.
Yeah, I know that one.
You
It's really
can
good.
also tell
Really
my friend
good.
in Yenshan
I'm
Tea
watching a
House
watch
about
along
what
with
they're
it right
up to.
now.
I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
There he goes. Off to be a kid with white hair.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Strange? What was strange about it? Juri seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
Ah, poor innocent
True.
Paimon.
But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
Oh my god!
Good to be true?
Oh my god!
What do you mean?
Oh
So he returns cruelty with kindness and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly, they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further.
Activism.
Jur-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his
I think
stories
she
out
might
there
be
is
saying it
within
right.
the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him?
It's not
He
a stack,
stayed
it's some
poor his
other
whole
word that
life.
rhymes.
Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying,
hack!
traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign. Right, and that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Juri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan.
God bless.
Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jur-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshan Tea House.
No, bro, my timing, bro. I was looking at that window. Oh, bro, I was looking at the window the whole time. You went up top? I think. I was looking at the window the whole. It's dead.
Jur-E's manifesto
no idea
covers
where
a
we're going.
huge range of
I already read that
topics.
sheet.
Looking for details that don't add up? It'd be like
Roman
trying to
flash me
find a
down
needle in a
random
haystack.
circles.
I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the
Oh, the
assessment
monitors are
is
sucking
already
each other
over,
off.
and I'll be
Who's gonna win
expected
that
to
fight?
announce the results before long.
Oh, hell
So we
no.
have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
And they're both ulting each other, bro. This.
Whatever else Uncle Tien might think of Jur-E,
So
the
stupid.
fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully
Oh my God, the
and
cat!
think critically.
What's Garfield doing back there? Oh. Look at him go.
You guys assassinate him? But if you don't, you have to give me 50.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through. Well, we gotta start somewhere.
Mouse and cockboard, mouse and cockboard.
Gun his shit, gun his shit, gun his shit.
Jesus.
What's up, guys? Jeff here from the Overwatch team. I'm back, and I've been playing a shitload of Valorant, so guess what Overwatch is going to be doing? Yep.
Oh my God, it's like I'm reading politics.
Oh, this reading is giving Paimon.
Shut up, Paimon, you're too relatable.
Let's take a break.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Humble brag.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little
Fucking
helpers,
annoying.
Shua! If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Hi.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult, but here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough more of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make Mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make Mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Nice.
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
Jesus Christ.
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you, Lady Yelan. I have finished investigating Ningbo.
Well, we're all ears.
Yep, he also said his name different.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Ningbo struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers.
Yeah, no shit.
But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Ningbo at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Ningbo is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. I'm starting to get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
Yeah.
Still have a bit left.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheongshu Pool redevelopment plan. Cheongshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Cheongshu Pool. A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing,
your teammate literally did it to me!
conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
Gave me the idea.
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by
Bro,
blowing
I
it
ego
open with a
chopped
special
you!
kind of
They'll save your
explosive.
life, you fucking bitch!
The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure
Damn, you stole
became
his
a legend.
assassination.
Games Arcade.
Jur-E's manifesto focuses on
that mean,
solving
bitch?
problems, and this treasure hunt
I just
seems
said it.
extremely risky. It seems out of step with the
There's a
rest of his
statue.
plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions. Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure?
Shit, I already forgot.
Similar in our half of the manifesto? Oh yeah! Juri said the Blackcliff Forge workers
She also
should
said it
get
weird.
right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well,
Also,
that makes
I saw
everything much
cutscenes like old Paimon. Her
So
voice
Jur-E
so
wants
much
the
less high
Blackcliff
pitched
Forge to
early on.
excavate the
Yep,
treasure
it's
of
true.
Cheongshu Pool.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Juri's secret supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead.
Why are we here?
I'm gonna be
Why
playing.
do we have to suffer?
I'm gonna be playing Genshin for like 10 hours tomorrow. Do the
What's
lantern
tomorrow?
ride. Nothing. I just this event that's going on right now is over in 2 days, and I have not started it.
Oh, so you're just gonna be like, I need to get all this stuff before it's gone. Grind time.
Yep, yeah, it's one of those. I did
Why'd
it to
you wait
myself.
till now?
What do you want from me, Inferno? I'm human.
We're all stupid.
I'm gonna spit out my drink.
I mean, it doesn't help that every game is doing this whole,
Yeah.
get this now, get this now, get this now.
Like, do we have to have basically battle passes and limited time events on everything? Like, it gets to a point where if you play a lot of games, you will not be able to get everything done.
I mean, I have my games, and I finish them. Shout out to the Halo Battle Pass, though.
This is the Blackcliff Forge.
That was a good
I
time.
love how they have the
around
best
for clues.
like system, but nobody cares because it's Halo.
They have the best system? It was ass.
I
Did they
thought it
fix
never goes away.
Ah, I forgot about that. I just remembered
That's
how
what I mean. It's like, who
I remember
cares
how
if you didn't
awful
finish it?
doing
It
the
will always
challenges
be there.
was. Do you remember how bad doing the challenges was? That shit was so annoying.
Oh, it was you. Basically, you would play 1 to 2 matches a day, then you had to stop because you wouldn't make any more progress.
It
was
was very,
pathetic.
very
And
good
the
time.
challenges were bad.
You think to yourself, huh, that was
You didn't even get XP for playing a match. I'm like, who the fuck made that decision?
What?
I don't think
Nope.
we're going to get anywhere asking questions like that.
When Halo
Let's just take
Battle
a
Pass
look
first
around.
came out, just playing a game didn't progress your Battle Pass.
Nope.
Which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So you're saying if I play your video game, I can't get progress? Nope. So I have to do specific things, even though, say I'm not good at the game, I could just play it a lot and get it. But I don't care, you have to do what we say.
Looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting.
So they're like, guys, we're sorry. How many weeks did it take them? How many months did it take them to add match XP?
Yeah, it took a while. It wasn't quick.
We're talking about dead games, Halo Infinite.
I'm telling you, he can't handle this shit, dog.
I mean, if Halo Infinite's dead, then literally every fighting game is dead. So I don't
Well, I mean, in terms of like,
it says right there. One of
what
them's
do I
already
say?
been
They
promoted.
put all
to
this
team
money
leader.
into it, push this free-to-play game, and it's one of the least played free-to-play shooters compared to the other ones.
I mean, I think dead game is a stupid term.
At this rate, by the time the
Okay, how about this? As a Halo fan, it's a dead Halo. There you go.
They'll be the technical
You don't like Halo 5, and I think Halo 5 is the greatest game that ever existed. So,
That'll give them
how
a
much can I
chance
really
to
trust
use
you?
abilities.
Really.
They can copy any secret text. steal
I
any
think
treasure
I'm glad they
lying
failed because, man,
I think we just
what a
need to
shit
give
system.
Halo to a different company. That's really it.
The game was so good though. Like I really liked the gameplay of Infinite.
No, okay, like
So it's
what
like
is it?
really sad
By the
that
time
every
you
system
reckon
around
some-
it was so bad.
Some streamer put it
excavation
somewhere. I don't know who said
At
it,
most, we
or
would
maybe I don't
need
know
to
if
do a
you
fresh
pushed
background
this
check
to me
on
or
the
something.
place.
Halo Infinite is like
No red flags if all they did was change some
the
key stats.
best
And
fucking
even
like
if we
steak
decided
you've
to
ever
let the
had in your
staff
entire
do
life,
They'd have
but
had
you're
no
eating
option
it in a
to
fucking
use
dumpster.
advance.
It's like the gameplay's
It was a clever
good,
move.
but everything else blows.
Yeah. Actually, I guess to be fair, I guess campaign fans probably weren't that happy with it.
So, like, I've been playing the campaign. The open world actually hinders it like a lot.
Yeah.
I think if it was
I've
just a
heard.
linear Halo game and they did all this, like all the story missions, I've enjoyed them.
question for
But
the
it's the in between that's just,
let's
oh, I
start
don't
with
like
that
this.
But Inferno, people don't buy cosmetics for linear games.
But Halo's always had a good story. I knew Infinite was not going to be great after they canceled co-op and the lead dev said, well, ever since Halo 1, Halo's been a competitive game at heart.
I gotta say,
Even Bungie devs were like, bruh, what?
learners too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably.
That's when you know they don't get it. They're not Halo fans anyway.
My only complaint is that
Halo
they're
was
always
built to be a
going out
social
drinking
game, not a
at night.
competitive game.
But they never let us join them.
Yeah.
Like,
I
even
guess
I
they
know
just
you
need some
prefer
time to
competitive a
adjust.
lot, but like,
I do.
Halo got a
Each other
huge
over
competitive
time.
scene, not because it was built from the ground up that way, but because
Nope.
the community created it.
Yes, grassroots is a thing in esports.
They go
And
out
those are, I think, the best
This
ones.
area isn't
Halo was
exactly-
That's why I
probably
think Melee is so,
I'm guessing
like,
it's a
never
long
gonna
trip
go
to the
away.
nearest tavern.
Halo was like one of the first major esports in North America.
You got
Nope.
that
Halo
right.
was crazy.
They tell me they go all the way back to
Look at it
Lumine
now.
Harbor to drink
And
at
Bungie had
Ramen
nothing to do with
Restaurant.
it. That was MLG and
I think
people
Bungie
wanting
did a really good job with 1, 2, and 3. I still stand by
making
that.
a great game, yes, but like they didn't.
They
make
didn't
the
do anything with the
esports.
community, right? But that's where I'm getting at. 343 took it and they tried to build it into competitive. And I'm like, but
Exactly.
Bungie never did. And the game was
Hey, you're
competitive
only
on its
young
own
once,
because the
right?
game, the
I
community
say,
just
if
liked
they
how the
can
game was
hack
made.
it, let 'em at it.
But when you start forcing competitive down our throats, it doesn't always work.
I think it's because they forget that they need to make a good game first.
Yes.
Right? So like Val was made to be an esport, like always was, but like it's a solid game, and they continue to make good content for it. So that
But I
doesn't
think
really matter.
also that's a different game because it's like essentially a Counter-Strike game and how the gunplay feels.
That doesn't matter. Any game could be made as a competitive game.
But what I mean is just how they set it up to begin with, like that kind of
Looks like
gameplay.
our hunch was on the Mora.
People almost
These
expect
newcomers
that
are
kind of
very
gunplay to be a
suspicious.
competitive game.
You could still
Like
do that with
Counter-Strike
any
is
game,
not
though.
easy. That shit's tough.
Yeah, but you could still you can make an arena shooter like Halo that's like made for competitive.
No, I'm just saying
Thinking
how the
more
gunplay
hardcore,
is like specifically how
Some
it
cover
plays.
story.
How you
Really
can't
should
walk
be
and shoot,
compared to
basically you have to stop,
intelligence updates.
and the aiming is so pinpoint accurate.
Yeah, but What are we arguing here? Because I was
know,
just saying that you can make a competitive game from scratch, but it needs to be a good game.
Good thing it
Right. And then Halo, it's going to be competitive, guys, but the game itself isn't good.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't supported. Like, the competitive guys have so many complaints, and they never did anything. There's no content. They never listened to, like, we need this change, this isn't balanced, this needs to go. No changes. In months of no changes.
Like, the sad part is the Forge systems came out. They're incredible.
Yep.
But nobody cares because nobody plays it anymore.
Hurry, we gotta catch up.
Everybody I knew who was excited for Forge came out and they're like, wait, that game's still alive?
I did hear Forge is really good.
I'm sitting here, like, after the layoffs at Microsoft, one of the lead 343 guys said, yeah, we'll always be making Halo. And I'm like, but no, give it to somebody else.
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we
Like, every game you've made has gone downhill since the last one. And you've made us so many promises, in each game you go back on your promises.
They went that way.
I think there needs to be Halo competitive, yes, but I think the game needs to be just fucking good to begin with.
Halo 5 was peak Halo, I'll say it. I will spread truth to the world.
Maybe, how about this? Maybe for the competitive scene,
their campaign was
but for the casual scene, Halo 5 was really bad.
From the direction, I'm
I thought
guessing
that game was fine
destination is that
casually.
abandoned house.
Most
Especially
of the complaints
for,
people have
like-
about that game is the single player story and co-op content.
Especially
not the
for like
multiplayer.
20, when did it come out? 2014?
It was an Xbox One game, so I don't remember exactly.
Probably around 2015, 2014. I'd say that. I'm guessing.
What game we're talking about?
Halo 5. I'd
So,
say
like, my argument is, do I think it's a bad Halo game? Yes. Do I think it's a bad video game? No. Because all of my complaints are just like OG Halo fan complaints, but that's just like a
2015.
old man complaint.
I think-
Does the game feel good? I think yes, besides this one little thing, but we're not going to get into that because that's a whole other argument.
Halo 5 had like really good support, I felt like, at least in the multiplayer side.
No, that's what I'm getting at. Like, multiplayer, competitive-wise, it actually had good support and a good, like, scene and everything.
Yeah.
Everything else with the game was terrible, but that has no correlation to the competitive multiplayer.
Infinite is kind of just...
It's only multiplayer.
Gotta be where the newcomers
Not, but they're not doing anything with the multiplayer.
That's the thing, though. Like, it's
Evidence has
only...
been
It
destroyed.
came out in such a bare-bones state, and there was nothing. Fast forward how many years, and it's still nothing.
It's only been like a year and a half, but like...
It's almost
nothing.
been 2 years, and there's still nothing.
Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Halo Infinite release date, November 15th, 2021.
Yep.
I got it.
Yeah, we're at a little over a year.
Yeah, we're closer to a year and a half than 2 years.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, we've been that long, barely gotten any updates. And anytime we need a
odds of that
fix,
are
it takes
very
them
slim.
months.
Way too
Practically
long.
Impossible.
What was it?
I've
Team
checked.
Slayer was like
All
3
the
months?
paper's been burned.
4
There's only
months?
ash left now.
Maybe. I don't know.
Watch a Halo
Sounds
game
right.
Without teams, how do you launch Halo without Team Slayer?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly, they were based here at one point.
I'm pretty sure there's still just
Mysteriously
weapons
abandoned
on
now.
like the competitive Halo maps that the pros have just agreed not to use because they're not competitive.
As in they're broken, or they're just not balanced, or
Yes, they're
what?
not. They are not balanced, and they make competitive less competitive. So the
Is
pros
there a
have
way
agreed
to
not
remove
use
them from the spawns and the map thing?
Not on HCS playlists because our tournaments are run entirely through HCS and they are 3-for-3 events, so we can't like change things.
Couldn't they? Well, this is reaching, but couldn't they just do forage, edit the weapon spawn, hit save?
We
make
could,
that the map?
but they are 3-for-3 run events, so they would never allow that.
So the weapons are allowed in their events, but none of the pros pick them up.
Yep, we call it a GA.
That's sad.
We do that in Call of Duty too, but like
Agreement.
it's easier in Call of Duty, right? Because usually it's a create a class thing. We just don't use this thing that we
just
agree
don't
is
make
broken.
a class that has said weapon or attachment.
In Halo, you'll just see the energy source sitting there, and the pros have agreed not to pick it up because
but like the fact that the 343 allows it to be played, yet the players say we're not using this. That just shows so much disconnect between the devs and the community.
Yes, and for like months they'll complain about it. That's why they had to GA stuff. They didn't even GA stuff at first. They took a long time for them to start GAing stuff.
We just need to figure out who's behind.
I didn't know about that. That's really sad.
Yep, it's always been an issue.
That the players ignore something, in officially run events, but the devs don't care.
Yep.
Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe.
I don't even
as long as
know
they burned
when
the
the next HCS season starts because I know
that paper and ink from different regions.
we had champs
Halo
not too
5
long ago.
They had a tournament in some guy's house.
Really?
No,
and nobody fucking went.
No, you're thinking about champs because they held it in like a really small venue and there was the balloons outdoors. But that was like
that one.
That was an actual event. That was at a place in SoCal. It's just a very funny picture.
There's a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as
That was
far
actually
as
a great
the eye can
event.
see.
Fucking Sentinels running shit as usual. Or was it Optic at the time?
Some
It
wealthy
might have been.
people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their
And the
writing.
same thing happened with
When that
Gears of
fragrant
War.
ink is
It was
burned,
built to be just a
this
social
is the
game with a
exact
bomb-ass
odor that it
story
leaves
mode and
behind.
Horde and shit. Well, Horde was added in
Exactly.
the second game.
The evidence
But
will soon be blown away by the
Halo
wind,
Gears 4
so
and
it's nothing
5
we
just
can arrest
pushed
anyone
competitive
with.
down our throats, and everybody just stopped playing it.
But it's all I
Gotta
need.
make a good game first.
Now I know who we're dealing with.
Yep.
I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan!
I played Gears
Oh,
1
thank
through
goodness I
3
finally
stories
found
so
you.
many
I
times.
thought I'd never
Gears
see you
4 and
again.
5, I played them each once.
Who are you?
That's it.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague.
And
Jure's
you can ask Sideswipe.
regular contacts.
The
Since
Gears of
Jure
War
likes fishing,
5
Upei thought he might know
Battle
some of the
Pass
fishermen and sailors.
might
so he
be
took a
the
boat
most
out to sea to
impossible
ask
battle
around.
pass to complete I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't even know Gears 5 had a battle
left
pass.
him
I didn't
alone.
really
Right.
even know about Gears 5 to be honest
Right,
with you.
that too.
Forge when he got
But
back.
it had
Could've been
such
an
like
ambush
a
waiting for
high
us there.
XP
It means
requirement.
we'd have had some
For the
backup.
first few weeks the game came out, we were playing it religiously.
So,
And by the
what did
end
you
of
find out
I
at
think
sea?
the first month, we were at maybe tier
Forgive my
20 of 100.
incompetence.
We're like,
I'm
what
afraid
is
I've
this
come up
shit?
empty-handed.
Yeah, that's funny.
This is insane.
So
we just
I asked
gave
all
up
the
because we
fishermen
realized
multiple
it is
times, but none of them
physically
had any
impossible to
interactions
complete the
with
battle
Jure
pass in
before.
time.
Then the
I
winds
think
got so choppy, I
Gears
ended up falling
4
overboard.
maybe was the last
Someone
like
managed to drag me out.
competitive season of Gears I watched, and a lot of those pros fucking jumped ship.
Yeah, because it was
When I
they
got
didn't
back,
like where it was
I heard that
going.
you'd gone to Black
It was
Cliff
really
Forge and
bad.
might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop
Some of
to
them are
change my
Apex
clothes.
pros, some of them are COD pros now. It's a good time.
It's just it sucks though because
Some
like
of them run
Gears
Valve.
at
They're
high
really good.
level is so cool to watch.
Oh yeah, those events were
The
lit.
movement is nuts.
I remember when Optic had a team. That shit was crazy. They are so loud. Oh yeah,
That
they had a
sounds
Gears
great.
team. We had the best Gears team in the world.
The fuck?
Oh yeah.
And then Vontae,
No,
if you've never
that's
seen a
not
Gears
possible.
event,
It's
they don't
absolutely
put
not
the
possible.
teams in separate
Lady Yelan,
areas and
I'm
enclosed
telling
rooms.
No,
they
no,
put them
no.
right in front of each
Fishermen out
other
there,
with
and none of them mention
nothing
anything
blocking them.
about
You can
West.
yell at each other.
Those fuckers are violent. It was so funny.
Interesting.
I miss those Gears
Then I
events. That shit was so
wonder how
hype.
Even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Seeing some of the plays
Fish
they
soup?
did, I'm like, damn,
What
dude.
fish soup?
The fucking
Nothing.
wall
Our
bouncing
priority
is
right
on
now is to find
another
a way to
level.
get our hands on some solid evidence.
Do I think I'm good at wall bouncing? Yes. I see them and I'm
Well,
like, I'm fucking
any
terrible at this game.
suggestions?
Yep,
She
that's how it
sounds
works.
like a nut.
I saw a post of some dude styling on people in Gears, and it was like, I'm like
Not
the
a bad
Flash,
idea.
except for instead of fighting
Okay.
crime, I just
What do
wall
you think?
bounce.
Honestly, I've already tried following Jure, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay,
Make a good
some
game
tailings
and then let it
out.
become competitive on its
No,
own.
we'll
That's all
still
I
need to
want.
tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence
You
for a
can
long
definitely
time,
encourage
you'll understand
competitive
that
growth
no
in a
one can
game
stay on high alert
Yes.
safely.
forever.
Right, it's just you gotta make the game
Especially
good to begin
when
with,
he
though.
thinks he's about to
Sure.
win.
And all these devs are like, just say, it's competitive, good, we got it.
Tomorrow morning,
No, but
I'll
the game
announce his
sucks.
victory at Yuhai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do
I can't
next.
think of a game that was competitive, but the game sucked.
Overwatch?
Oh, shots!
Be sure to arrive on
Spittin'.
time.
We were saying Halo Infinite's competitive, but the game sucks.
Yeah. So Halo's gameplay is really good. Infinite's gameplay is really good. So the weird one.
But that alone can't.
Not supported. Not listening to the competitive community, even when that's the main thing they're pushing.
Right.
I would say Halo Infinite sucks. And yeah, they really pushed it competitively.
It's almost like Halo Infinite had a similar launch to Street Fighter V, where they just only cared about versus. Yeah, it says we've got the versus mode, guys. Go, go, go. Yeah, but there's nothing there.
With our delay-based netcode.
Yeah. No, it's rollback. Yeah, but it's not done right.
I think. I don't think they were claiming to have rollback back then. I think it was just really bad.
Nothing to hide the brilliance of light.
Oops.
Back up, Fatso.
I think I have this skin. Overwatch never changed.
Can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree?
Like I had the black skin, yeah, but she's pretty white.
New agent code name Smoke Dancer. Yeah, that's exciting.
Alex
Overwatch or Val?
Agent. Smoke Dancer. Hey, how's your work today on Smoke Dancer? Ah, it's going pretty well.
Apparently, I know like devs have like a lot of like internal names, but
Yeah.
I heard the other day that apparently Jets was Whoosh.
Whoosh. That's a good one. I like that one.
Well then.
That's what I thought.
I finished the whoosh for whoosh.
Yeah.
I won't go
No.
on about the importance of the
I like that one. That one's fire.
Suffice to say that Uncle Tien entrusted me with the monumentally important task of
She was
assessing
also
the
apparently at
candidates.
one point Canadian.
And now it falls to me to give him
They
a
made such a good
satisfactory
decision.
answer.
So
All
it
of
was
us
really
here
funny
know the
because in
score.
the story
Don't
he was
beat
telling,
around
he was like, it's like, oh yeah, she used to be named Whoosh,
pioneering
and then we
ideas.
nicknamed her
But
Wushu,
some
and I
of his
was like,
plans are
was she
lacking in
Asian
detail,
before or
and he
after we
easily
named her?
gets
You
into
guys tried to name her
testy
Wushu, just
exchanges.
because I want to
Ringwall
know.
is reliable,
Just curious.
but not quite ambitious enough.
Right.
And because of his
Games.
personality, he
Tell me.
struggles to win people over.
Like I wouldn't. You guys gave me a track record to be suspicious of
Jer-E
your
is
actions at
evenly
this point,
balanced
so I'm
across the
asking.
board and enjoys an excellent reputation in Nira. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Jer-E to the Liu Qixing.
When you said games, I just think of games.
Congratulations.
Games.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Jer-E, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tien proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Dude, you just beat these guys.
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Jer-E seems pretty relaxed now.
It's me, bro.
This would be a good time to follow him.
He's me.
Hey, Traveler.
It's
Tell me
me,
something.
Mario.
What exactly does that guy have that I don't?
You're an
If you
asshole.
can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
It is me.
Also wouldn't mind knowing.
You're too soft.
Oh no, if we get stuck
That's
here,
what-
we
never
won't be
mind.
able to leave.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a fight. Holy shit.
When Yelan says follow him, you say how long.
Yelan says I do.
We got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, Jer-E has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
So Jer-E really
Daniel, after
sided
Genshin,
with the
trying to play some
Fatui?
have so much Genshin.
Yeah, you're trying to get that event done in time.
The event ends in 2 days. We got way
Yeah, you got work to do.
I'm doing it tomorrow.
Why would you do it?
Do you want to know how far I am?
There's no heal. No, where's our healers?
What I am currently doing is the prerequisite quest.
I already did the prerequisite quest.
I like that. I like that about you, Daniel.
What, procrastination?
Daniel, I still haven't done the. I still haven't done the fucking Arc Point quest.
What a goddamn
Me
good work
neither.
when it comes to
Ish.
getting it done.
Bro,
Ish.
Daniel, what the fuck?
Come on, man.
I haven't done it, but I've seen the cutscenes. I'm like, fuck. I feel like I've done it.
Dude, I love that you can't zoom out to see the whole world anymore. It's just too fucking big.
Too big.
What am I doing? I'll play a little bit of Melee.
Here, back.
My hands have been like.
Win 3 games.
And then getting to the point where my hands don't they don't hurt. I just
Sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him.
What,
He's too good
Melee?
at this. We
Yeah.
weren't able to keep following him
no.
without being seen.
I need hands for that game.
You're getting carpal tunnel.
Did he manage to shake
I've accepted my fate.
like I'm glad it's not pain, but it's just like I just eventually like my hands are like.
I guess
I can't
Jiri
do this
didn't let his
anymore.
guard
You gotta
down.
chill. I'm like,
Still
I'm
as
a baby.
vigilant as ever.
100 Thieves!
Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
How?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinue Kiosk.
Bro, these guys hate each other.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
Oh, you are not who I wanted to talk to, actually.
Oh.
Nope.
Could you explain to me how that
Valentine's Day
works?
event?
A guy like
Book.
him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question?
1:33 in the AM.
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did.
It's a really
but it
high
still
noon.
doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
Need you for 4v4.
Holy shit, this guy's tag is fucking nuclear launch codes. 5WQ9085HWQER fucking.
God. What would you call this person if you entered bracket? I'm curious.
I would look for them and then ask their name.
They get the top 8 and have to say their name.
Hey, Miss
Just
Yelan.
every time.
Sorry to bother you. Jur-E ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Jur-E's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Jur-E's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
Okay. Thanks, Lin Long. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We can sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
Do you know what they call overpass with a lot of potholes?
This is turning into a real headache.
Call of Duty map?
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grandmaster of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without
infuriating pain.
What did you say?
Carpool tunnel.
Go to bed.
Yeah, get out of here,
It's
Vontae.
not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading.
Joke's on you, nigga. I'm on my night shift schedule.
What's your excuse?
Fair point.
Yelan,
bed.
so is the plan
There's like no way those figures are real, dude.
If we can't figure out where Jay went,
Welcome
there's
next.
not much we can do.
Would you like
If
to join
so,
for Overwatch?
it's no ordinary
Daniel has a
celebration.
lantern for it to do.
I know you have done absolutely nothing for your event while you've been gone, but
First of all,
It happens.
Jur-E isn't much of a
How's
drinker.
your mom doing?
On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father.
No.
Alright.
You got
He
maybe
was
like
just
30
looking to
Oh, you
celebrate by
have.
himself.
Oh,
He wouldn't spend
Wait,
his
You haven't
monthly
even done your-
savings on
he's
an
not-
expensive
you haven't
bottle
why
of
don't you
alcohol,
just jumpstart
let
the
alone
event?
buy a pair
You're
of
gonna be-
special wine glasses. No.
What?
This is a victory
What?
feast,
Oh.
held in honor of Jur-E's
Okay,
private sponsor.
I thought that was going to run to you.
Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status. Hence,
Daniel, when does he all hide the
might
bed
we
over?
find Fatui who match that
Is it like
description. I
about to go
wonder.
away?
Thank you.
Fatui
we have room for
officials.
one.
I will
Should
remind
be
the
either
masses,
the
I don't
Snezhnayan
know
Embassy
matchup,
or the Northland
so-
Bank.
Have both locations
I will play
surrounded.
Junkrat into
Take
literally
as many
anything.
people as you need.
It is true.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move?
Their DPS
If
lineup
so,
is fair.
you can
Echo
count me
Gabe will
in.
have to be a
Get
really
with
good
the
Junkrat. That's all
program,
there
would
is
you?
to it.
This is
Goddamn
a
right I
covert
am.
surveillance operation.
I will go
In which
flying
case,
at them and get shot out of
we
the
need
air
to change
before
tactics.
I give
Just
in.
change who we're following.
Great idea! So we just need to find out
All
who
I'm saying is
Jay
every time I
bought
play
that liquor
TPS,
for
it's not
and
my
follow
job to
them
shoot
instead.
the fair down.
No, I think it would be.
I can't
But
do
Lady
that.
Yelan,
If it's
Okay.
Daniel,
If
I'm
we get
making him
caught,
do it.
this could become
Alright.
a major diplomatic incident.
What if he's a tank?
What if I'm the
I'll make
support?
Daniel
What
do it.
if I'm playing Kiriko?
Daniel will still do it.
What do you
I would say-
mean?
I think
Jur-E
most tanks are
is gambling everything
okay
on
with
this.
dealing with it,
If we
except
really
for
wanna
Ryan.
catch him,
Ryan might be the
we're
only
gonna
one
have
who
to
has
accept
like.
the
Nah, he's got
rules.
a flame shirt.
A lot of
not
them are
great.
not great at dealing with her.
Not great, but they can.
Yeah,
Stick
just
to your
hook the
orders
fair.
and make sure we're
Yeah.
covering all other bases too.
Daniel's
Anywhere
my hit
else
scan.
Jur-E might be going. I want
It's
eyes
just
on
like,
those
get down here, you
locations.
bitch!
Luckily, my best tank is
Yes,
pretty
ma'am.
good at dealing with her.
Don't worry,
good
Lady
lord.
Yelan.
Yeah.
Jur-E may be a slippery
Saw a
character,
TikTok
but we'll keep a
today.
close watch on the
I would
movements
say,
of all
hey,
Fatui
if you play
officials.
fucking Mercier
I'll be
Brig
waiting
and
for you at the
GG,
TPS.
you're not hitting them.
Better pull that
be a
move
little
slow.
shocked.
Correctly. Fatui officials are likely to take action at night.
Moderate too
You
if
should
they're
go
too
and get
far
ready.
away.
Then meet me at Yenshang Tea House.